Hey guys, what's up? It's 8-Bit Eric. I'm back, and just a couple days ago, Konami made a huge freaking announcement for their 50th anniversary. Holy crap. 50 years of Konami? What the hell? It's a long time, and you know what? It's been a long time since Konami has come out of the gate with some heavy announcements, and it's about time they fucking did, and guess what? They brought it. And we're going to talk about it in today's video. So yeah, Konami, synonymous with some of the greatest hits of all time in gaming, especially retro gaming, because it's been a while. They've been worried about pachinko machines and all that other bullcrap instead of providing people with some content. Now, Capcom kind of had their fucking head up their ass for quite some time. Now they pulled it out and they're starting to, you know, with Resident Evil 2, with Devil May Cry, with all their releases that have been coming out, Mega Man 11, they're finally pulling their head out of their asses. And now it seems like Konami is following suit. You know, monkey see, monkey do. Konami is back, baby. They announced their anniversary collection, which is coming out on PS4, Xbox One, Steam, and believe it or not, Nintendo Switch. And the reason why I'm covering this is because this is big for Switch owners. I know I always say that all the time, but it used to always seem like any time that a game was coming out, Nintendo would be missed. They would never ever have it. Like when Disney's Saturday collection, you know, the Saturday morning collection came out, it didn't come out on the Nintendo console. Why in the blue hell did this not happen? Well, Konami didn't forget Nintendo this time, and they're celebrating their anniversary collection with 3 lineups. We got the Arcade Collection, the Arcade Anniversary Collection, we got the Castlevania Collection, and we got the Contra Collection. This is exciting because it marks the first time in a while that Castlevania and Contra are returning to Nintendo, to its roots. I mean, you see my NES, you know, games back there. That's where it all started. That's where a lot of these games started. Konami tore it down in the NES days, and now they're back, baby, on the Nintendo. So let's go ahead. Let's talk briefly about what types of games and stuff we're going to see. This looks like it's going to be starting to come out starting this spring. So let's move on. Let's check out what's in certain collections, all right? So it looks like with the Anniversary Arcade Collection, we're going to get some heavy hitters. We are going to get... So April 18th, 2019 for 20 bucks, digital only. It says Konami starting its 50th anniversary celebration with the first installment of the collection series of all-time classics. It includes 8 arcade masterpieces of the 80s, from Nemesis to Haunted Castle. Experience these Konami classics in all their retro glory, now enhanced with modern features. So we're getting Haunted Castle, which was the arcade version of Castlevania. We're getting Typhoon, Nemesis, which is also Gradius, Vulcan, Life Force. We're getting Thundercross, Scramble, and Twin B. So these are some heavy hitters. Also, there's going to be a bonus ebook that shows information about the titles, interviews with development staff, behind the scenes, sketches, and things of that nature. You click on the things, you'll see some screenshots of each of these arcade hits. So this is a good little list, you know, and this is another example of great compilations coming to the Nintendo Switch. We had the Capcom Beat 'em Ups collection. We have the Psycho Shooter collection. We also have the Kunikin, or the River City Ransom collection, the Sega Genesis collection, SNK 40th anniversary. It's real nice that a lot of these retro developers are bringing all these classic games over, because there is no virtual console, which is why I find this to be extremely exciting. Now, some of these games I'm not too familiar with. They might actually be under a different name over here in the United States, but some of them are pretty classic, you know, Twin B and Nemesis for once, Life Force as well. Not too familiar with Haunted Castle. I know it's the arcade Castlevania, but I haven't played it. So this is a perfect way for me to sink my teeth into some Konami classic action, bud. Now let's go ahead and check out the other collections here that are being provided. Now, Contra Collection is coming early summer 2019. It doesn't look like there's a price point, but it says the Contra Anniversary Collection brings the classic run-and-gun franchise back to modern platforms and a new generation of gamers. Grab power-ups and blast your way through waves of medicine enemies and bosses that will put your gamer reaction skills to the test. Alone or with a friend, Contra provides hours of nail-biting action in a pinch. make sure you know the code. And then here's the game list. We got Contra, we got Super Contra, Super C, and Contra 3, The Alien Wars. And this is actually very interesting that we have Super C and Super Contra, because Super Contra is a arcade version of Super C. So that's cool that we got an NES version and we got the arcade version. Looks like we have the arcade version of Contra instead of the NES version, and then we got the Super Nintendo version of Contra Wars. So the first 2 Contra arcade games are going to be in this, and then interestingly enough, there's 4 coming soons underneath these titles. So are there other Contra titles that we might be getting, like Contra Force, or, you know, some of the later Contra games like Hardcore? Who knows? It's very interesting that they did not reveal some of those. This remains to be seen what we're going to get right there. But remember that. Make a mental note, guys. And now, last but not least, we're going to check the one that I'm very excited for, the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. So it says, the first Konami Castlevania collections designed to be a completed collection around the origins of the historic franchise. Included is a unique ebook that has details provided by developers, artists, and other inspired by the Castlevania legacy. Released as part of the 50th anniversary collection, now is the best time to relive these timeless classics. Also coming early summer 29. Now, interesting enough, what I caught, it says the first Konami Castlevania collection. So it's looking like there's going to be a second one after this, and it's around the origins of the historic franchise. So for me, that says we're going to see a lot of the early games, you know, the origins, which obviously right here we see the NES Castlevania 1 and 2 is not shown. Simon's Quest is not here, but we have Castlevania 3. So I'm really interested in why Simon's Quest hasn't been unveiled. That's a real interesting subject right there. But we also have Belmont's Revenge on the Game Boy and Super Castlevania. So good game selection. And again, there's 4 games coming soon. Maybe Simon's Quest will be there, and maybe the other Game Boy game will be there. Who knows what else might show up? That's very interesting that they're using the phrase first one. So I'm assuming maybe the second anniversary collection will have some stuff that, you know, maybe later Castlevania games. Symphony of the Night? Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, this is big. This is very big. Castlevania, again, anybody that grew up playing NES, that was a staple of Nintendo. And now it's back. The Konami Anniversary Collection. It looks like it's going to be great. It's all digital only now, sadly. I wouldn't mind a physical version coming out. And I bet you, just like what happens with all the other Switch games, 6 months, a year later, we're going to get a physical version that we're going to have to double dip in. Because this would be nice to have a physical bundle of all these Konami Anniversary Classics. So I'm excited for this. This is big fucking news. Now, as I was saying, it's been a while since Konami has basically done good for its fans, and they weren't the only one. Capcom, you know, you even had other kinds of companies like EA and Blizzard. It seems for a while companies just weren't thinking with their heads off, but it seems finally that Konami has given it some thought, and now we got a lineup of 50th anniversary collections. Maybe there'll be another arcade anniversary collection that'll have some of their more favorable hits like the Turtles games and the Simpsons. I mean, the possibilities are endless. There's a lot of history behind Konami, not Capcom, Konami, and they've made a lot of great games throughout the years. I would like to see more of their NES titles actually pop up on the Nintendo Switch, or even the Xbox and PS4, or actually any of these. I'd like to see them really respond to their roots, give back to their fans, put out more collections and stuff. I mean, that's just a pipe dream in my opinion, but I don't think it's unreal at this point. And this was a nice little surprise for me, for them to announce this and stuff. It looks like it's going to be a great tribute to the history of their company, and for one, I'm very excited. And it seems like they're doing it right. They're putting some great titles out there, and some new titles that I've never experienced. So this is really, really important for Konami to, I guess, refresh their reputation to us fans. Not just Nintendo fans, but gaming fans all around. Because they kind of were slipping a little bit right there in recent years. What do you guys think? Comment down below, let me know. Are you excited for this? Fuck Konami still, or are they making Konami great again right here? And if you're new to the channel, throw a subscription. Don't forget to like. It doesn't hurt you to do that, and it helps me out. It helps grow the channel immensely. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for watching the videos every day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.